Welcome to the Undercover Ape Podcast. Welcome. That's all. I just wanted to say that part.
Okay.
We have a new sponsor today. And our sponsor is going to be read by Crystal. Crystal is my guest for today.
Hey.
She is my girlfriend.
I don't know if I would call myself that, but...
Neither would I. Because we're post-gender.
Starting off with shit that's got to get cut out. Good job. Anyway, I guess I'll read the sponsor on my podcast. Anyway.
Do you even have it?
Oh, shit. This episode of the Undercover Ape Podcast is brought to you by our sponsor, Motion. Or I guess it's Jason's sponsor, Motion. Motion is a crowd-funded team of surgeons and scientists who discovered a method that allows people to maximize their bodies for their personal needs.
Damn, that sounds good.
Specifically, Motion allows people to reduce their calf size in order to increase their tibia, allowing people to have a greater shin length on their legs. Just what I needed.
More shin.
Kickboxers and soccer players. Oh, shit. Sorry. I missed the beginning part of that one. This is increasingly popular among kickboxers and soccer players.
Okay. And what else?
Do you use your legs? If your answer is yes, then chances are that you can benefit from some more tibia to support yourself. Because if you won't support yourself, then who else will?
I don't know.
Neither do I. Motion not only offers services to grow your shins, but they also offer premium shin guards that are designed to fit your brand new tibias. Wow. Head over to Motion to see what they're all about and get yourself a new pair of support beams. Motion services don't have to cost an arm and a leg. Use promo code APE, A-P-E, at checkout to save 26% of your new shins.
26%?
26 whole percent.
That's more than a quarter of the cost. Thank you to
I'm impressed.
Motion. Gonna put some more motion in our ocean with them tibs. All right, do you have a fun fact for me?
All right. So I like to start off every episode of my podcast with a new fun fact.
This is your podcast.
And I'm prepared. I've prepared multiple fun facts for this fine audience.
Oh, multiple fun facts.
All right. The first one. So do you remember that episode of Phineas and Ferb? Or
no, I never have once watched that show.
It was an episode.
Different fun fact. Give me a different one.
Anyway.
No, I never watched it.
They defined, you don't need to watch it. They defined what those little pieces at the end of your shoelaces are called.
Yeah,
what are they called?
Tilde,
no,
tiddle.
An aglet.
Aglet. I knew it. Right.
But how did you know it?
Right as
From
you
that
said
episode.
it, I knew it.
Anyway, so you've seen it. So the blob of toothpaste that sits on on your toothbrush has a name. Are you ready?
Wait, can I guess it?
Yeah.
Toothpaste.
No, it's like the form in which the toothpaste has. It's taken on a new form.
Toothpaste.
Toothpaste. The blob of toothpaste that sits on your toothbrush.
Wait, give me like a fun fact.
Has a name.
I don't care about the name of something.
So you don't even want to know? You want me to skip it?
Yeah, skip it.
You think the audience, they're on the edge of their seats.
There's
Gotta
like
fill
3
them in.
people that listen to this.
Hey guys, I'll fill you in.
Audience.
Going rogue here. It's called the Nurdle. Yeah, put that in your shoebox and shake it. Am I right? All right, I have another good one. Oh, shit. All right. Going off the dome here. Dolphins have lesbian sex.
So do I.
Anyway, I'd like to introduce my guest, Jason Rudrud. Tell us about yourself, sir.
Thank you. My name is Jason Rudrud, And you are watching the Undercover Ape
Disney
Podcast.
Channel. Sorry.
You just cut off your guest. You told me to introduce myself.
What kind of tea do you think the Queen of England drinks? That's the real tea, if you know what I'm saying.
Royal. Royalty. All right, Crystal. I have a list of questions, and these are heavy hitters, all right?
The fans want to know what they want to know.
Yeah, they do.
Give them answers.
All right, we're about to give them some answers, okay?
I'm about to give them some answers.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Let's go. Okay, Adele or Amy Winehouse?
Okay. Do you want me to elaborate or short answers?
Whatever you want.
Okay. I feel like that deserves some elaboration.
Ooh.
And I'll tell you why.
Because Adele's alive and Amy's dead, so you're going to choose Adele?
No. So I feel like morally, maybe not even morally, that might be the wrong word, but I just feel like, I don't know, I just feel like Amy Winehouse was like a fucked up bitch. And then she, you have Adele over here. She's living an honest life. Like maybe she had troubles in the beginning. She's like,
Beautiful.
Very modest. Oh my God. Anyway.
The amount of stuff that I already have to cut out is no bueno.
Anywho, I think I would have to go with, I don't know. I feel like Adele has really worked on her like technique, and not to say that Amy Winehouse didn't, but I feel like the fact that she like it seemed like she didn't really put her career first. Maybe she couldn't for whatever reason, whatever she was going through.
For the reason of drug addiction.
Yeah, but drug addiction because of like prior things. So I'm going to go with Adele. All
right, Adele
But
wins.
I do love Amy.
Yeah. Loved.
Rip.
All right. Would you rather be a famous model? Would you rather be a famous actress? Or would you rather be a famous singer?
I think I'd rather be a famous singer because the other two options rely heavily on like your appearance. Not that like being a singer, you still have to care about your appearance, but like you look at all these like bands and like Janis Joplin and like all these people, and they had like unique looks or like styles to them, and
what
they
do you
weren't
have against Janis Joplin? You don't think Janis Joplin was beautiful?
She was beautiful, but she had like a uniqueness to her, and it wasn't something that I think traditionally would have been, in that range of like model actress looks, where those like you get those roles and positions based solely on like what they see in the beginning. Whereas when you're a singer, you get to like build like who you are, and people care about like who you are because it comes through in your music, and obviously your appearance and your style like helps sell to a certain demographic.
Right. Is she a better rapper or singer? I'm a better finger. Woo! I just wrote prostitution legal ? Should prostitution be legalized?
Yeah, I think it definitely should. I watched a documentary not too long ago about, what is that? The Bunny Ranch? Is that what it's called? The place in Vegas?
Sure, I don't know much.
It was the Bunny Ranch.
I just know that old dude that owned it died.
But that's what it was called, right?
I don't know.
Oh. Anyway, some like prostitution thing where they tried to do it like, from what the lady said in the documentary, obviously it could be biased, but they were saying how like having it legal reduces like dangerous situations happening. So I think it should be legal. I mean, people are going to do it anyway. It's obviously they're doing it when it's not legal, so you might as well legalize it. But then it kind of gets weird because you think about like, should the government get a piece of that? Like, would they put taxes? Like, they'd get taxed then if it's legal. Their income would be taxed, and I feel like that's kind of fucked up. Like the government making money off of.
But I mean, they make money off of anything we do. They make money off of like people that come and clean your houses. Any type of manual labor.
Yeah, but I feel like it's such a personal, like it's such a like bottom of the barrel thing for most people. And I feel like if the government's taking their cut of something, they shouldn't take it from those people, because the only reason a lot of the reason why people choose that as their career is because they don't see any other option. So if anything, the government, if they're going to take taxes on it, I think they should use those taxes in a specific fund to create programs for these women to go to in order to like create a different career.
Damn, they should have prostitution taxes. They should just have like a separate fund of the government that's just prostitution taxes.
Well, I'm saying like just those taxes, or I guess maybe they should just take a large portion, like a certain portion of like taxes in general, or like money that the government gets from taxing people to create some sort of like program in which these young women could like get themselves out of this career path.
I feel you 100%. All right. So this thing happened to me today.
Is this the lady, the crazy old lady?
Yeah, the crazy homeless lady.
I'm so excited.
So I was ordering a coffee at the coffee shop, right? Mm-hmm. And I've been there for a while at this point. Like I was sitting down doing my homework and then and writing these questions, and then I get in line and I was waiting, blah blah blah, and then I order my cup of coffee, right? And I'm waiting for my card to go through, and this crazy looking old lady, like she's clearly homeless, right? She gets right behind me in line and she just says, "Stay away from me, I don't know you. Stay away from me, I don't know you." And she's like, I'm trying not to acknowledge her because I didn't want to make the bitch that was helping me like laugh? Uncomfortable. No, I didn't do anything. Just straight face. I ordered my coffee, my card. I'm waiting for my card to go through because I didn't have cash on me. And then she gets up behind me and she says, "Stay away from me, I don't know you. Stay away from me, I don't know you. I'm a mother, please don't hurt me." And I'm not acknowledging her because I think if I turn around and look at her,
like you're gonna scare her.
Yeah, and then she's gonna like go flip out and then like throw my coffee in my face. And then also the lady that was helping me wasn't the usual bitch. Like I didn't know her, and she just didn't acknowledge the homeless lady either.
So you assumed maybe it was like a regular thing. So I assumed
this is just our thing. We're not gonna acknowledge her. This is what we're doing right now, right?
Okay.
And then I really wanted to turn around because I started feeling like, okay, I'm just clearly ignoring this lady. She's telling me to stay away from her and not to hurt her because she's a mother. And I was like, now people are going to start to think that I hurt her.
Oh, yeah. They're going to start being like, they're like, oh, what the fuck did this guy do to her? Like when we weren't looking.
And so I wanted to acknowledge her and just like kind of have everyone else acknowledge that like, hey, this isn't me, you know? But I didn't. And hold on, I wrote down specifically.
Wait, what were you ordering?
I just ordered a coffee. Just
like
hot coffee.
Hot coffee?
Yeah, and then
a regular?
So she asked me if I wanted a medium or a dark roast, and I said I don't care as long as there's a few ice cubes in there so I don't burn my face.
Your whole face?
And then okay, this is what I wrote down, right? Her, stay away from me, I don't know you. Me. ... Get away from me. Oh yeah, and she started calling me ugly. She's like
The truth hurts, don't it?
She just said, "Get away from me, you're ugly." And then I just started feeling so like oh man, this sucks for me, right? And then she kept saying, "You're ugly, stay away from me. I'm a mother, please just stay away from me." And I was just like, what the fuck? And she just kept doing it until I walked away from her. Like
only to you?
Only to me. And then I walked away. And I didn't hear her say anything else to like the barista lady or like anyone else in the whole place. And so I sat down where my table was and I started drinking my coffee and I was like doing my thing. And she walked by my table and I was so scared that like if I looked at her, I would trigger her and she would throw my coffee in me because it's really hot. In me.
Like open your mouth, bitch.
Because it's really hot and I was like, oh fuck, she's gonna do this. Like she's crazy. And she just walked right past me.
Whoa. What did she do? What did she order?
I don't know. I have no clue. She went to the condiment bar and then she was just laughing with someone.
Like she was with someone this whole time?
No, like someone was already there.
Oh,
but
like a random individual.
She wasn't freaking out on them.
Whoa.
And so I sat down and when she left, I was like, did I do something?
Okay, first, what are your presumptions? Like, what do you think happened to her?
Oh, she looks like she...
Like, do you think she's on drugs?
She's on crack.
Okay.
Like, she has that low-hanging old homeless lady chin. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, your teeth are kind of sunk in. Like, but the chin's kind of low hanging.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she looked like that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Was she like wearing tattered clothing? Was she...
No, she was wearing like one of those gross, she was wearing like a gross old lady tank top with like pants that are supposed to make your butt look good, but like she's homeless, so she has no butt because she's just like all cracked out and skinny.
What are these pants? Are they yoga pants?
No, like one of those black pants. I don't know. You could just tell, like
one of those black pants.
Yeah. Like it just kind of looked like she was sagging, but the pants weren't meant to be sagging. You know what I'm saying?
How do you know what the pants were meant to be doing?
I don't know, because I'm a fashionista. Fashionista.
That's so bizarre.
Yeah.
Because like, okay, so it's like a couple things. It's either like she's on drugs.
No, she is on drugs.
Okay, but she might not be.
She at least was.
She could not be on drugs, and she could just be like, she could have had like a brain aneurysm or something like that.
A brain aneurysm? No, she could have schizophrenia.
Yeah, but so she couldn't. There's a possibility she's not on drugs.
She at one point was on drugs.
She could have some sort of like intense PTSD from an incident that happened recently.
Yeah, but why is she yelling at me?
Maybe you resemble in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, so some handsome white boy.
Handsome white boy, everyone.
Some handsome white boy attacked that poor old lady. I'm not buying it. She's on drugs. I could clearly tell.
Did she smell like crack? Is that what it is?
I've never smelled crack. I heard it smells good. Don't worry.
This is going to get demonetized.
Sorry, Motion. I've never smelled that in my life.
I would never.
Okay, I have more questions for you.
Okay, I'm ready. Oh, you got like good ones.
Yeah. I have a list. This is what I was doing. And then she interrupted me, so I just wrote crazy homeless lady. And then I went to a separate page. And I started writing down about the crazy homeless lady. Okay, what's your favorite style of food?
What?
Favorite style of food?
One more time.
Favorite region of food?
Style?
Yeah.
My favorite.
Yeah, that's what it says.
That's like asking what shape of pasta do I like?
Yeah, you like, I have it written down. Wait. I have yours written down.
You wrote it down?
Yeah, because I wrote a joke about it.
Oh, you fucking... I thought you were being like a good...
Farfalla. Your favorite is farfalla.
Farfalle. I think it's farfalle.
Oh, see? It's your favorite so hard that you know the proper pronunciation.
Okay, I know that it looks like... That's the one that looks like a bow tie.
Is it?
Is it?
Google that shit. All right, let me ask you another question while we're figuring this out, okay?
Yeah, it's the bow tie pasta. That is my favorite.
Farfalla.
Because, quick side note here, and everybody else who is a pasta connoisseur, you might find this quite interesting. The reason that the bow tie pasta is the best and it's superior to almost all other shapes of pasta besides the certain type of swirly noodles that you get at Disneyland. So if you go, listen here, if you go to Disneyland and you go to, there's like some sort of, it's right next to Space Mountain and I like barely remember it. And they serve this pasta there and it's this little cafe. It's like a space cafe situation. And it's swirly noodles and it's in a white sauce. That shit is bomb.
Wait, I'm sure that they make the noodle shape elsewhere.
I'm sure you can purchase the noodle shape elsewhere. However, I would advise if you're going to delve into other sorts of pasta types that you might want to have it served to you by the best.
Damn. Okay, so that's your favorite pasta.
But the reason it's my favorite pasta is because in the center you get like a thick region. That sort of breaks up the other two like thinner parts of the noodle, so you get a variance in textures. And
it's making me hungry.
Sauce gets caught up in like the little nodules. It's good.
A nodule?
The little nodules.
Little divots. All right.
I guess nodules are like protruding.
Wait. So is that your favorite kind of food? Favorite style of food, as I have written down?
Italian. So you're wondering what, like more of like what genre or like what region?
Yeah, I suppose what region, but if you could get real specific with it, like what flavor even, you know?
I used to really like spicy stuff. I can't really do it as much anymore. I don't know if I'm just getting old.
Hot girl summer ruined your spicy.
Hey, hot girl summer. I don't know. I think that my favorite is like, I think ramen is really good.
You
I don't
like-
really know. Ramen is like Japanese. I'm not quite sure.
We'll say Asian.
I like
definitely
I like
Asian.
Asian cuisine. I love sushi. It's very delicious. I like how like sushi's nice because you go out to sushi and you can get like a variance in flavors. Like it could be like really like sweet and flavorful, or you can get something like sashimi and it's like simple.
We should start a sushi review podcast.
That would be
where
amazing.
all we do is eat sushi from different places.
If anybody
every time
wants to
and
sponsor
it.
that would be awesome. We could start up a Patreon.
I'll hit up Motion, who else has sponsored us in the past. I'll hit up
Confetti Coffin.
Confetti Coffin.
Shout out to Confetti Coffin.
Shout out. They're not sponsoring this podcast, so don't shout out. Hopefully they sponsor the next one. They did they got a good amount of business from us. The people that just recently died in the Bahamas, I'm told that Confetti Coffin is making a donation to each person's family who suffered deadly injuries and got caught up in Hurricane Dorian. So shout out to them and shout out to Confetti Coffin. We'll get an update from them on our next episode. All right, back to some questions. Okay,
I'm
Are
ready.
you ready? Can money buy happiness? All right.
Yes.
Okay, yes. Do you think we should have the death penalty? I'm trying to get quick answers out of you on these hot button ones.
Yes.
Trump 2020?
No.
Oh, okay.
The podcast ends here now, everyone.
East or West Coast?
What states are in those regions?
California's in the West. And then you have like New York in the East. I think that's like when people talk about East versus West.
What about like
They talk
South
about
Carolina and
California.
North Carolina?
I think that's like...
The South.
Okay, yeah. I think if we were doing our sushi review podcast and we were talking about North Carolina, South Carolina and stuff, we can say that their favorite roll would be the I Did Your Sister roll.
Mic drop right there, folks.
That
was so bad.
Dang. Okay.
I don't know. I guess I like where we live. I like this area.
Yeah, I mean,
I really want to visit Utah. Is that in this region? I want to see Zion National Park. Looks beautiful.
Oh yeah. What are my other questions?
Beautiful. It's true.
Stop. We're gonna get taken down off of the YouTubes.
Oh, just kidding.
Ooh, speaking of YouTube, is a YouTube channel ever gonna happen
For me?
for you? Crystal wanted to
Yes.
create a YouTube channel.
I feel like what I'm struggling the most with in regards to starting it is like what kind of content I want to serve up, you know?
Content.
Content, as the young folks would say.
The young whippersnappers.
I feel like deciding what sorts of videos, things that I want to talk about, things I don't want to talk about. I feel like I can't quite figure out where those lines interact with one another.
I feel you. I don't even know what to talk about. And I've been doing this.
Like I feel that I have in a different, maybe it's not interesting to everyone, but a different perspective on like the way that obviously everybody does, like the way you see your world. So it's interesting. I feel like that's why like vlog style situations on YouTube are becoming more popular. Like people are just interested in how you like the way that the world is being perceived through different eyes. And I really do think that as much as like people say that technology and all these things are like dividing, like everybody's becoming more like reserved and they stay home and they stay behind their screen and that's how they interact and we're missing that like human connection. I do think that that's true, but I also think that there is something to be said about how potentially these different platforms could evolve in the future, hopefully in the right way, to be used to get people to see each other equally, like more equally, like realize how similar everyone is, like whether or not you grew up in California, like wherever you grew up, like Maine or something, you know?
Yeah. I don't know.
I feel like that sounds cool, like, but it's hard to tell because like all the way that everything seems to be going with technology is like pretty fucked up.
Yeah. So what's happening? Ariana Grande sues Forever 21 for $10 million for a lookalike campaign. Just because someone looked like her.
Oh, like they
Like Forever
They
21
had people
made
modeling their
ads.
clothes that looked like Ariana Grande.
Yeah, but like, bro.
No, she has like from what it seems like in the media, she has like a very distinct look that she's developed and marketed, and I feel like it makes sense that you like, I don't know. Cuz like her like there's certain things I think to her look, and it's like super like a lot of the younger kids, I guess, that really like her. They're like, it's like that look is what they want. They want like the high boots, the ponytail, like all that kind of stuff, whatever her like thing is. And so I feel like if they probably chose like a model that looked a lot like her.
Yeah.
Did her makeup the same way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that is kind of, it's like the live version of when you just like put a band on a t-shirt and try and sell it at Forever 21. Like, and then obviously it's going to get like copyright because.
Yeah. I wonder why they didn't see that coming and then just asked Ariana Grande to model for them.
Because Forever 21 is like cheap clothes, so they don't do that. I mean, they probably, I don't know, I guess they're a really big company, so they probably could have just like asked her to partner with them, but maybe they didn't think that she would.
Dang.
Maybe that's also why she's offended.
$10 million? That's crazy.
Yeah, not like she needs it.
Good for her. Yeah, she does. Good for her.
Yeah, you got to get that bag.
Get that money.
Ay.
So Justin Bieber today released a letter.
Okay.
Admitting to heavy drug use. And
like, what
that's
kind of
what
drugs?
all the headlines say.
We got to spill the tea. We got to know what kind of drugs.
He doesn't say. But all the headlines are only talking about him admitting to heavy drug use.
When?
Even though the whole thing was about like how he feels like alienated and all this stuff.
When?
When what?
Was he using the drugs?
I think like recently.
Oh.
I don't know. But that's like all this shit. You're yawning? I made you coffee.
I know. I don't know who I am.
How much have you drank so far?
Not enough.
Not enough? Hey, drink that coffee at a cafe.
It's cold now, so you're a bad barista.
Hey, thanks for coming here. I know it's...
Hey, thanks.
Yeah, it's far out of your way. It was a mission for you to get here.
It was like 3-hour drive.
Yeah, I understand.
And I'm not too certain that the content's really going to enhance my social media platform anyway,
but yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah. But the fans appreciate it and I appreciate it.
I do the little people favors sometimes.
Yeah, except I'm not a little person.
Anyway, thank you for coming and visiting my podcast, the Undercover Ape Podcast. My name is Jason Rudrud, and we have our guest here. It was really fun to have her on.
Damn, I fucked up again.
What?
Keep going.
Oh. It was really fun to have her on. Her name is Crystal Meadows. You can find her on Instagram. She has a private account. Might not let you follow her. It's very selective.
Ooh, that's a bougie account. Dang. Private? Am I
You can
following
definitely follow the Undercover Ape on Instagram. Potentially, she might have a YouTube coming out, so you could follow Crystal Meadows on YouTube whenever that launches. Probably have her back on if that happens.
Don't forget that Undercover Ape on YouTube.
On Twitter. Tweet.
I don't got a Twitter.
Not a Twitter.
Not
yet.
No. But you can
plant
follow
that seed.
Undercover Ape on Instagram. You could go subscribe onto the YouTube's channel. You can leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. You can follow
Shoot me an email.
Follow us on Spotify. Shoot me an email at the Undercover... Fuck. What's the email address? Oh, the email address is undercoverapepodcast@gmail.com. Not the, so it's just undercoverapepodcast@gmail.com.
Let us know if we hate you or if you hate us.
Let us know that we hate you. Let us know.
Just send me something. Talk to me. Talk to me on the Undercover Ape Podcast because, you know, this is for you guys.
Yeah. This is for the people.
For the people.
For the people. Trump 2020. I mean, what? Farfalla Pasta 2020.
Farfalli Pasta is the best.
You think Kanye's running in 2020 still?
Probably not. I think he has other endeavors he's wishing to explore.
I'd vote for him. Jesus 2020. That's what I'm saying.
Cardi.
2020? Party
I like
C 2020?
I like $1 million deals. Where's my pen? Bitch, I'm signing. I like those Balenciagas.
Which ones?
The ones that look like socks.
Oh.
I like going to the jeweler. I put rocks all in my watch. I like texts from my exes when they want a second chance.
Huh.
I like proving people wrong.
Ooh.
I do what they say I can. They call me Cotty, body, banging, body, spicy, mommy, hot tamale, hotter than a Somali. Alright.
How would I go?
Bitches as hot as I can. Eating a lot, driving a land. Tell that bitch I'm sorry though. Out of the Mario, as they call me Cardi B, I run the shit like Cardi.
Okay, that was embarrassing white girl shit.
I think I nailed it.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on. I really appreciate your time. I appreciate you being here. I really wish you the best of luck for everything in the future, and I hope to see you again soon. I really had a good time talking to you, and thank you for coming over to my apartment.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Find me on Instagram. That's all I got.
And thanks to Motion, our sponsor for today's episode of the Undercover Ape Podcast.
It was really fun. Thank you. It was a very interesting experience. Learned a lot.
Get the fuck out of my house.